Welcome back to ILTV on the Hour. We're live from Israel, bringing you the biggest headlines of the region. I'm Sivan Raviv, and here is your latest roundup of developments coming out of Israel. In a sharp escalation on Israel's northern front, the IDF has struck multiple Hezbollah and Hamas targets across southern Lebanon. In Atiri, the army eliminated a Hezbollah operative responsible for rebuilding the group's readiness, a clear violation of post-war agreements. Meanwhile, in Beit Lif, IDF forces identified dozens of Hezbollah terror sites, including headquarters and weapons depots, hidden inside civilian homes and next to schools. Israel says these locations were previously shared with international monitors but ignored. Earlier, 2 more operatives were eliminated in Beit Jbeil and Blida while attempting to rebuild terror infrastructure. And in a separate strike, the Air Force hit a Hamas training compound in the Ein el-Hilwe camp, a facility used to prepare attacks on IDF troops. Lebanese reports say 13 were killed. Israel says the compound was under long-term surveillance and targeted with precision munitions. The IDF says it will continue operating anywhere in Lebanon to remove emerging threats and prevent Hezbollah and Hamas from rebuilding their military power. Amid the ceasefire in Gaza, IDF forces operating inside the security zone in southern Gaza came under fire by Hamas operatives, a clear violation of the truce. No Israeli troops were hurt, but within minutes, the Air Force launched strikes across the Strip, hitting targets in Gaza City's Zaytun area and near Han Yunis. The IDF says every site targeted was linked to the cell that opened fire, emphasizing that Hamas continues to embed its operatives inside civilian areas. Gaza officials report at least 24 casualties. Meanwhile, in a separate operation along the Yellow Line, the Kfir Brigade troops discovered an 8-tube rocket launcher aimed at Israeli territory, along with Kalashnikov rifles, explosives, grenades, and military uniforms. The military warns the ceasefire cannot hold if Hamas continues attacking IDF forces, and says it will keep clearing the area of terror infrastructure to protect communities in the western Negev in Israel. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu visited the IDF-controlled security zone inside southern Syria yesterday, underscoring what he called Israel's immense defensive and offensive importance there, as talks with Damascus remain stalled. He arrived with senior officials, including the defense and foreign ministers, the IDF chief of staff, and Israel's ambassador to the United States, touring an IDF outpost, meeting soldiers, and receiving a classified briefing along the volatile frontier. Let's take a listen to Netanyahu.
אנחנו מייחסים חשיבות עצומה ליכולת שלנו, גם ההגנתית וגם ההתקפית כאן, שמירה על בעלי בריתנו הדרוזים, ועיקר שמירה על מדינת ישראל ועל גבולה הצפוני אל מול גולן. זו משימה שיכולה להתפתח כל רגע.
Israel says its forces remain deployed up to 15 kilometers inside Syria to stop weapons from reaching Hezbollah and other hostile groups. Damascus condemned the visit as a serious violation of sovereignty, linking it to President al-Shaara's recent White House meeting, where he criticized Israel's presence in Syria. For now, Israeli officials say no security arrangement with Damascus is close, and Israel will not withdraw without a full peace agreement. A diplomatic ripple is spreading through Washington after new revelations about an unpublicized meeting between U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee and Jonathan Pollard, the former U.S. naval intelligence analyst who served 30 years in prison for spying for Israel. The meeting took place in July inside the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, but it never appeared on Huckabee's public schedule. According to Ynet and Israeli media, both the CIA and the White House were completely unaware of it and only learned of the encounter after it was reported. Pollard confirmed the meeting, describing it as friendly. But in Washington, officials are questioning why it happened at all and why it was kept off the books, especially given the decades of tension between U.S. intelligence agencies and Pollard, whose case remains one of the most sensitive in American national security history. For decades, Pollard's release and subsequent move to Israel have been a flashpoint in U.S.-Israel intelligence relations. Now that's a wrap for this edition of ILTV on the Hour. Stay with us throughout the day for updates coming out of Israel and the Middle East, and you can also catch us on our ILTV app. I'm Sivan Raviv. Thank you very much for watching.